What's going on, guys? Snag here, and it's time to do predictions for round one of the 2024 season. We're officially kicking off round one because we know Vegas, that's now considered round zero, guys. How good. I'm still buzzing from Vegas, man. It was absolutely incredible, man. Like I said, lads, start saving your pennies. Let's hit Vegas next year. Absolutely cannot wait. All right, guys, so in this video, I'll be going over head-to-head predictions. We'll go over the team lists, and I've got a multi for every single game as well that I'll drop in there as well. Check out some stats and all that sort of stuff as well. And as always, guys, I'd love to see who you guys have in this one. I would be shocked if any one of you guys can get 8 from 8 this weekend. There's only 6 to go, so drop who you think's going to win in these last 6 games because, man, it is going to be hard. I said I put a multi up, and I genuinely think there was a chance that every single outsider could win this weekend. And, yeah. It's a possibility. It could go down. I'm not saying it will, but it definitely could go down. All right, guys, so games this weekend. We have Knights Raiders on Thursday night. We have Warriors Sharks. We have Storm Panthers. We have Eels versus the Bulldogs. Titans versus the Dragons. And Dolphins versus the Cowboys. Shout out to whoever did the draw for making the first round. So hard to pick. Seriously, man. What the hell were you thinking? All right, guys. So obviously, because this is round one, anyone that watched my videos last year know I not normally go over team stats and all that sort of stuff. We don't have a ton of data. I also usually use multi-hub to pick all my anytimes and all that sort of stuff. But because we don't have any data, we're pretty much guessing. We're pretty much doing educated guessing sort of thing. So with my multis, I do put up with my head-to-heads, all that. Just really do take it with a grain of salt. We don't really hit our straps till about round 6. I know I pretty much did my best work at the end of the year because you got a really good feel of who was actually going to play. It's a lot easier when you got good data. It's a lot easier when you got a form guide. Players that killed it last year might not kill it this year. Players we never heard of might break out onto the scene and absolutely murder it. So we really do have to take it with a grain of salt, guys. All right, so this was a little bit of an interest. We will definitely go through the team list on this Newcastle Raiders game just because we weren't too sure who was going to play where. It was a bit of a guessing game of the predicted team list for this one. So Knights are going Ponga at the back, Tuala, Gagai, Bradman Best, Greg Marju, Tyson Gamble, and Jackson Hastings. Now, I'm really shocked. I thought they would have put Cogger in. I was a huge fan of what Gamble did last year, but just from the trial form and what Cogger did last year, especially in the grand final, all that stuff, how is that dude not in your starting 13? Seriously, that's crazy, absolutely crazy. And I thought him and Hastings I thought they were a little bit too similar, but they weren't. They were a really nice mix there in the trial, so not too sure. Who knows how long that'll last, but we've got Jacob Saifidi, Crossland, Leo Thompson, Tyson Frizzell, Dylan Lucas, and Adam Elliott, Cogger Saifidi, Hetherington, and Paul Pierce. Damn, Paul Pierce in on the interchange bench. Now, Raiders was a little bit of a question mark over what they were doing for fullback, and they've gone with Rapana, which is just so strange to me. I'm not too sure why they haven't put Savage there. I really liked his work, not last year, the year before. I thought he was really good. So Ricky obviously doesn't want him there because he had a lot of opportunities to put him there last year and didn't, and he's not going with him this time. So we've got Rapana, Kotrick, Tomoko, Hopewadi, Savage, Strange, and Fogarty. I really liked that Ethan Strange, especially his defense. Got Papali'i in the best shape of his life. He looked ridiculous. Shout out to Papali'i from putting down the KFC buck and getting in the gym. He looked brilliant in the trials. It was funny, I said a lot of people were writing him off this year, and I said, I think he's fine. He's about 10 kilos too heavy. And then they cut to the sideline and they were talking to Fogarty. And they asked him what forward he's looking forward to playing with most this year, and he said Big Papa, he's lost 8 kilos. I was like, oh, there you go. Big Papa's been listening to the pod. We've got Levi, Tarpany, Hudson Young, Hoskins. Starting Hoskins, all right. And Smithies in at lock. And benches Starling, Gurla, Mariota, and Sola. Is that how you say his name? All right, let's have a look and see some team stats quickly. Just the stat attack. I'm just reading the stat attack. Like I said, there aren't many stats to go off, guys, because I haven't played any games yet. But the Knights have won 6 of their last 8 games against the Raiders. Raiders have lost their past 4 away games. God damn. Knights winger Greg Marju has scored 15 tries in his past 14 games. Raiders have claimed a first-round victory in their in 4 of their past 5 seasons, and Knights have won their last 6 games at home. All right, that's nuts. Now, whoops. Now, my multi for this one is, guys, I have gone Greg Marju. I think they're just going to shred that left edge up pretty crazy. I've also got Kalen Ponga to score 8 points, and I've got either team 1 to 12. Remember, guys, Raiders are always 1 to 12. Win or lose, they're always 1 to 12, and that's paying $5.50. Again, guys, take this with a grain of salt. I've multied them together just for fun. I've only put in $100 down on each one of these ones. If you want to put $5 down or whatever, who cares? But yeah, it's just, like I said, a lot of the multis I'll be putting down. I think they're actually all pretty good individual punts, but whether they come together as a multi, who knows? I'm expecting a lot of the legs I'm picking in these multis to get up, but I'm really not. I'm really not expecting to hit much. I could literally go 0 for 6. So don't, like I said, really take it with a grain of salt, guys. Don't follow me blindly. And also, like, this is the thing too. Like, maybe you like Ponga and Marju to score, but you don't like the 1 to 12. You know what I mean? Just change it. Like, you're an adult. You know what to do, man. You don't have to follow me blindly. Do your thing. But yeah, I do think that left edge is going to absolutely tear apart. Bradman Best, Greg Marju, Kalen Ponga. I mean, Jesus Christ, they can get some points. However, I do just feel it is a night game. If it is dewy, maybe there's a little bit of rain. You know what Ricky's teams are like. They could keep this close. They could win. They could keep it close, and that's sort of what I'm banking on there, and that was the thought process behind it. However, I do have Knights head-to-head. I think they will win, and, you know, hopefully they just win less than 13 points. We'll see how we go, man. You never know. But, yeah, super excited for this game, guys. Don't follow either team too closely, but I still think it's going to be a good contest and a good measuring stick to see where they're both at to start the year. All right, on to Warriors Sharks. Up the Wars. This is a tough one, man. This is a tough one. So CNZ's still out. So we've got Dallin in, Rocco Berry, Tuivasa, Sheik Montoya, Metcalf, Sean Johnson, AFB, Wade Egan, Barnett, Ford, Capewell, Tohu Harris. That is stacked. That is a stacked team, lads. Hang on. Hang on, lads. All right, so bench, Lussick, LIA, Ali? Is that how you say that? Tom Ali? Tom Ali. Bunty and Dylan Walker. That's a sick bench too. And then, this is the crazy thing about this game. Look how good this Sharks team is too. Look how good this Sharks team is. Will Kenny, Katoa, Ramian, Talakai, Ronaldo, Trindle, Hines. That back seven. This is such a good matchup. This is such a good game. This is absolutely such a good game. If anyone knows how long CNZ is out as well, any of my Kiwi brothers out there, drop that in the comments too. We've got Oregon Kafusi, Brayley, Hunt, Neokora, Teague Wilton and McInnes in the forwards. Finucane, Jack Williams, Rudolph and Hazelton. Wow, both teams absolutely stacked from 1 to 17. Seriously, both these teams are absolutely ridiculous. I cannot wait for this game. Hey, now a lot of people, Warriors are very short in this game, I believe. $1.51. Sorry, guys. Which I think is pretty short. I am picking the Warriors, but I am not that confident. I think the Sharks could be very good, but Sharkies from memory do start pretty slow, and Warriors are red hot, and they're going to want to come out and blast at their first home game. So Warriors have won their past 5 games at Go Media Stadium, which is their home stadium, obviously. Sharks have lost their opening round 1 game in the 9 of their past 10 games. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Warriors scored 76 points in the home and away games against the Sharks last 2023. That is absolutely insane. So I'll pick the Wars just because I think they're going to come out strong. There is a possibility Sharks do come out a little slow. And yeah, we'll have to go. What time? 5 p.m. That's 5 p.m. here, so that'll be a night game there. Yeah, I think they'll suit the conditions better if it is a bit of a greasy sort of track. Now my punts for this one, I've gone Ronaldo, Mulatalo and DWZ for 2 or more tries. Oh, I've just gone to score a try. I put the wrong one down. Sorry, guys. I was wondering why the odds were so short on that. It was meant to be for 2 or more tries on that one. I've also got Nico Hine for 4 points and Warriors to be leading after 60 minutes. I was meant to go Ronaldo and DWZ for 2 or more, but I've just done 1. But that's paying 3.10. That's a nice little safe punt, actually. I don't mind that one at all. But yeah, I do think I'm pretty much basing this off the Warriors are awesome. They're playing at home first game. They looked sick in the trials, and Sharks haven't performed well early in seasons, and also haven't performed well early in competitions as well. So go on the Wars there, guys. Go on the Wars on that one. All right. Storm Penny. Dylan Edwards with the new haircut. Got the buzz cut. Shout out to you for doing that too, man. I hate when dudes with their receding hairline try and cover it up and stuff like that. Just shave it, bro. The shaved head looks sick. What's wrong with the dude with a shaved head? A shaved head is dope. I used to have the thickest, luscious locks, so I always shaved my head. All right. Who wants to do their hair every day? Come on, man. Why do you think I wear a hat? All right. Oh, man, this is going to be sick. So Mitch Kenny's obviously suspended for his... What was it? Oh, Jerome Luai is in? Okay. Jerome Luai hasn't been named, okay. All right, so Pappenhausen at the back, Warbrick, Remy Smith, Meaney, Coates, Munster, Jerome Hughes, Tui Kamakamitha, Harry Grant, Josh King, Joe Chan, Katoa, Trent Liero, Wishard, Welsh, Chris Lewis, and Alec McDonald. All right, so from the grand final team last year, a little different, but nothing too crazy. So Dylan Edwards is there, Sonny Taruva's there, Tago's at the centre, and we also have Tyler May. So, no, he didn't get injured, did he? No, who came off at the end of the World Club Challenge? I thought someone picked up a niggle. And then Jerome Luai, Nathan Cleary. That is still so good. So good. Moses Leota, Luke Summonson. Not too sure why Sonny Luke's not there. Maybe he's injured too. Fisher Harris, Luke Garner. So no Sorensen, Liam Martin, Isaiah Yeo. And for the first time in a long time, Penrith, a little bit of a weak bench, I'd call that. A little Tyron Peachy, Lindsay Smith, Liam Henry, and Eisenhuth. Having said that, Storm's bench isn't great either. So, yeah, keen to see this Liam Henry guy play. I only saw him a little bit in one of the trials, but he carved up New South Wales Cup last year. I believe he got New South Wales Cup Player of the Year. Looks like a bit of a gun sort of thing. And he's learning from the two best. So, pretty interesting to see how he goes. Now, just looking at these now, we know Melbourne don't lose first rounds. We know Penrith do start a little slow. I mean, they lost, they're not trying to win round 1, 2 or 3. They're just trying to fine-tune everything for September. So I do like Melbourne in this one. Let's have a little look-see at the stats. All right, Storm have not lost a round 1 game since 2001. Panthers have only won 1 game in their last 8 games at Amy Park. That is insane. I would not have thought that. Xavier Coates has scored 23 tries in 18 games. That's a good one, guys, if you want to jump on that one. And Prop Moses Leota plays 100th game. Wow, that's pretty damn nuts. All right, guys, so my multi for this one is I have Storm plus 6.5. I think they're a good chance to win. And if Penrith do win, I don't see them blowing them out. Remember the Penrith's first 5 or 6 games last year when they were adjusting to new players? They were winning or losing by less than, I think they lost to Para by 1. They lost to Broncos by 1. Yeah, I think they lost to the Bunnies I think someone scored a try right at the end and put them up by 4. So they were all very small victories. So Storm with the 6.5 point head start, I don't mind it. And I've also got Xavier Coates and Brian To'o to combine for 2 or more. That's paying $6. That's good value, man. I really like that one. But yeah, I think I actually do think Penrith are a better team and probably should win. Dylan Edwards, Paps, I know everyone's blowing smoke up Paps's butt, but I don't. He looks a step slower to me. But do you know what I actually thought it might have been though? And nothing wants me to see Paps get back to his best. I think maybe Reece Walsh and Kalen Ponga are so fast. Maybe I was thinking that Paps was quicker, if that makes sense. even that try scored off the kick in the trial, like he was fast. I'm not saying he's slow for 1 second, but I just remember like Pappenhausen being substantially faster than everyone on the field, and he didn't look substantially faster, sort of thing. So we'll have to see. Fingers crossed he's good. I do see a big advantage, even in the centres. Tago, Nick Meaney, May versus Remy. Not a huge. I mean, I like Nick Meaney. He's a Mr. Fix-It. He did a really good job at fullback, but not a huge. I don't know. I just don't rate him that highly. If you like Xavier and Warbrick, they're obviously both about a foot taller than Taruva and all for a try, something off the high ball. I mean, Josh King, looking at this again. Oh, I didn't realise Nars wasn't in the team. How did I miss that? Jesus Christ. Oh, I think Penrith might do him. All right, I'm going to tip Penrith, but I still don't mind take my Melbourne plus 6.5 with a grain of salt. Maybe push that up to 8.5 or 10. Yeah, that's got me a little. Yeah, Max King will get monstered by Fisher and Moses. Tui's not. Like, Tui's a beast, but he's not. I don't know. Yeah, I'll go Penrith in this one, guys. But I'm sticking with my Melbourne 6.5. But if I could change it now, I'd probably change Melbourne to 8.5, maybe. God damn. All right, so we've already gone through the stats. Eels Bulldogs. This was an interesting one. Really looking forward to this game, guys. And their selections was what I was probably more excited for the team list for the Bulldogs than I was for the actual game. But we'll go through the Bulldogs first. They put Blake Taff at fullback. I think Blake Taff's a really handy footy player. I really like him, but he was awful in the trials. And I don't know, he's a small body. Have to wait and see. Blake Wilson, love me some Blake. Jacob Kraz obviously got the nod over Bronson Cherry, sorry. Stephen Crichton in at centre. Would be up against Penasini, and then at Josh Adokar. Nothing wrong with that. Their outside four are beautiful. From down from here is where I have a bit of an issue. Matt Burton, Drew Hutchison. I'm glad they gave Drew the nod. I do like him over Sexton. Have they put Sexton on the bench? Oh, dropped Sexton altogether. Max King, Reid Marnie. Man, he was a South Sydney player yesterday. He's lining up for the Bulldogs today. How'd they even get him in his... Oh, no, that's the other guy, isn't it? No, sorry, confused. My bad. Viliama Kickout, Jacob Preston, and Salmon got the nod at lock. Kurt Mann on the bench. Samuel Hughes, Josh Curran, Curtis Morin. I love Josh Curran on the bench. But yeah, it's like a prop and a few utilities almost. Yeah, this is the thing with the Bulldogs, man. This is and I hope they do well. I really do. But I'll tell you my problem with what they've done is, right, I know Gus Gould is like this, and a lot of older commentators say this, but I don't think it's true anymore, including Gus Gould. I do genuinely think he's wrong on this. The old saying is to be get the best 17 players you can get and find a position for them. I just don't think that's true anymore. I think you need a specialty fullback, a specialty 6, a specialty 7, a specialty winger, a specialty... I don't like this whole... To me, the Bulldogs are like a Rubik's Cube. Like, it's just like how the... you know what I mean? And no offense to the coach, I don't think he's one of those 15-year-old Asian kids that can solve them in 10 seconds. That's what the Bulldogs look to me. It looks like me trying to do a Rubik's Cube, and I've never been able to do one. I actually like every single one of their players. I just don't get how it works. Like, you know, like Kickow obviously is a specialty second row, so is Preston. But even him, I'd probably like him at centre. I think he'd kill it at centre. He's not a very big body. You know what I mean? Matt Burton, I don't think is a 6. Drew Hutchison, yeah, okay. Obviously, Addo and Stephen Crichton are both specialties, but I don't know. I think Jake Raz is better on the wing. Jacob Taft's a utility. I know there obviously are specialty players in specialty positions, but I just feel like it is a bit all over the place. But like, man, if he makes it work, Jesus Christ, he's a coach and a half. I tell you what. Don't mind Salmon in at 13. pretty good ball player, but not a very big body. But I guess either's Hopgood. All right, so Bulldogs are so easy to talk about. There's so much going on all the time. All right, Clint Gutherson, captain, the king. Bailey Simonson, Will Penasini, Morgan Harper gets a nod. Hasn't even done his team photo yet. Come on, man. Sean Russell, Dylan Brown, Mitch Moses, Regan Campbell-Gillard, Joey Lussick gets the nod at 9. Junior Paulo, Sean Lane, Bryce Cartwright, Jermaine Hopgood. How good's been Bryce Cartwright? Like, Parramatta have some pretty good second rollers in their top 30, and they've just turned him into a freak. So Brett he is carrying two number 9s. I remember at the start of the year he said he was only going to pick one of them and play them for 80. Got Ryan Madison, Joe Offrangawi, and Tuolangi, who I thought killed the trials as well. He was, man, I tell you what, Brad Arthur's good at getting his best out of second rollers. Parramatta are pretty deep. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like Moretti, Arce, Ogden, Makatoa, pretty deep in the forwards anyway. Yeah, guys, there's just too many question marks over the Bulldogs for me to sort of tip them, just to be fair. We'll have a look at some of these. Eels have won 7 of their past 8 games against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have won only 2 of their past 15 games at Combank Stadium. Wow. Eels fullback Clint Gutherson has scored 9 tries in his past 10 games. Bulldogs have opened up with only 1 win in their past 7 years. Wow, that's crazy. All right, my punt for this one, guys. I'm going to go for some points. I think there's going to be some points. The overs is only 38, so I've taken the points and Parramatta to score. Parramatta love scoring first. And that's paying 3.10. So I actually really like that. Like, the reason why they score first a lot is a lot of teams will throw the ball, just tuck the ball under the wing for the first 20 minutes. Parra don't. Parra will literally offload in the first set of the game. So Bryce Cartwright will literally jam into 2 dudes and flick a pass out the side in the first set of the game, and does often lead to points. But then it also leads to errors later in the game, and then obviously they get run down a lot. But yeah, the Parra love scoring first, guys, so keep an eye on that one this year. But yeah, I'm really interested at some of these matchups. I'm interested to see what everyone looks like. I'm hoping Mitch Brown and Mitchell Moses have a good game because I got him in my super coach team. Junior Paulo looked nice and lean too. He looked good. Must have jumped on the same diet as Papali'i, and looking for a big year out of Sean Lane. But yeah, I just see a few too many mismatches. Parramatta, like this team, is pretty close to how it was last year. And there was games last year where they looked really, really good. It was just obviously the interruptions with injuries and the suspensions as well. I think they're the most suspended team and they weren't the most injured team, but they were one of the, up there with one of them. And yeah, it was a bit of a write-off year for the Eels. They didn't get any help with the buys either. But yeah, I think Parramatta get this one. Look, Parramatta actually found a way to beat the Doggies. So I don't know if anyone remembers the first 8 games, Bulldogs looked really good. Like, people forget, like, they beat the Melbourne Storm. Like, they blitzed the Melbourne Storm. So, there was a team in there for sure. But what Parramatta did when they played, like, obviously they know Reid Marnie better than anyone. When they played them around that time, I think it was around round 7, 8 or something like that, they just sent traffic at Reid Marnie non-stop. They just fired forwards at him constantly. He made 1 million tackles, missed 1 million tackles. They were just scoring tries straight to the middle. And Bulldogs offense, when that happened, it just, you're getting forwards run out your game. Now you've got a ball play. It makes it tough. It's always nice to be able to get at the people that are going to, make the plays for your for the opposite team, sort of thing. And Reid Marnie was just he got, and then since then, then I watched it from that game on. Everyone started just running at Reid Marnie, and Reid Marnie missed the most tackles by a mile in the year. Like, that's crazy. Like, it was actually pretty embarrassing. Like, what a gaping hole. Like, the amount of front rowers that got off their nudie run because of Reid Marnie last year was insane. Like, it was actually insane. He's got to be better, man. He's got to be better. It's there was just holes straight through that middle. It's it was really bad. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. But I expect a lot of traffic to go him. If you do like that, chuck a front row in your anytime try score. You probably get Junior Paulo at about $15 or something, you know. Reed Campbell-Gillard's always good for a try. Scored one in the trial. Not many dudes run harder than that dude. So Reed Campbell-Gillard could be a good smoky there too. But yeah, Parramatta in this one, and hopefully we get some points. I've gone points too because I don't think either team's defence is going to be very good. I think Parramatta's last trial, I think they won it 36-20 something. So like they comfortably won it, but they still leaked 20 something points. So hopefully we get some points in this one. We've already gone through those stats, haven't we? Now this is an interesting one. All right, Dragons, Titans. Now Dragons, I really like the value. I really like the value. I thought they looked good in the trials. Everyone's been telling them how crap they're going to be and they're going to get the spoon, blah, blah, blah. You look at this team, Sloan, Lomax, Sully, Jack Bird, Ravalaara. I like Flanagan. I thought he got heaps of the bum raps for the doggies going bad. Nathan Cleary would have been losing games in that team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ben Hunt, we know he's always going to turn up. Molo was brilliant in the preseason. Little was good. Blake Laurie, I thought, was the most improved prop last year. Eisenhoof, Sewer, DeBellin. This is a good team. All right, now we've got the Titans, Keeney, Pereira, Kelly, AJ Brimson, Sammy, Foran, Tanner Boyd. Bit strange, Campbell's out and he hasn't put AJ Brimson in there. I don't know, we'll have to see. A lot of people can get Desi raps, you know what I mean? But just because you're good at another club doesn't necessarily going to be successful at another. So I've got a few question marks over Desi, which I'm sure he'll answer in a positive way, but I'm not just jumping on, they're going to be way better because they've got Desi. We've got Big Mo, we've got Randall, Tino at prop, Cleese Haas, Bo Fermor, Palacia. Weird. See, this is the thing with Desi. I feel like he is an old school coach. Like, the best locks in the game are ball playing locks. And you've put essentially a bench prop from the Broncos in at lock when you've got Aaron Clark, who's mad ball player, and you've got Isaac Liu, who's like, at his time in the Roosters, what would that been, 2018, 19, 20, whatever, he probably was one of the, if not, he was up there. He was probably top 5 ball playing lock. He was elite. But you got a prop being your lock. I don't like it. Even Jack DeBellin, he's developed a passing game. So I don't love it. I don't like it. In fact, I don't even like it. I think that's a horrible decision. One of those two guys should be starting at 13 for me. I think Aaron Clark's super underrated. I really like him. Bit of cheese about him. Bit of cheese. But yeah, all right, let's have a look at some statsies. All right, Titans have won 4 of their past 6 games against the Dragons. Dragons have lost... pardon me. Sorry, I got a burp. Dragons have lost their past 4 games at Seabus Stadium. Pereira scored 20 tries in 23 games. Ravalaara scored 15 in his past 12. God damn. All right, my multi for this one, guys, is I've gone Dragons plus 8.5, and I've gone Pereira and Ravalaara for 2 or more tries. That's paying $4. It's paying $4, that one. I don't mind that at all. I really don't mind that at all. I think the Dragons can keep this close at least. And that's all we need. That's all we need. So fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm not... For me, I've picked them both in my bottom 5. I don't see them either one being incredible, but we could. The Dragons looked pretty good under me, and Flanagan, if he can bring that grit into the Dragons like he did with the Sharkies. Oh, it's battle of the new coaches. Just realised that. All right, so we've done that one. Dolphins, Cowboys. Oh, this is a game I'm worried about in my multi, my outsiders multi, because I think pretty confident like Cowboys look nice. They look nice. But then I look at it's funny, I don't know why, I have this thing in my head that the Dolphins aren't very good, but then I just I can only see 5 of their players on the screen right now. Hammer, Asako, New, Herbie, Bostock. Pretty handy, man. Pretty damn handy. Nicarima at 6, O'Sullivan at 7. Jesse Bromwich, still going. Jerry Marshall King, most underrated number 9 in the game. Flegler, Kafusi, Lemu, and Ray Stone in a lock. I like that. Josh Kerr, he was brilliant in the All-Star game. God damn. Max Plath, Bronwich, and Mark Nichols, the GOAT. Jared Wallace can't even make the team. That's how stacked that forward pack is. God damn. All right, let's get on to the Cowboys. Drinky, Felty, Holmesy, Laybuddy, Tuolangi, Deard and Chad Townsend. Man, Chad's got to have a step his game way the hell up. I tell you what, he was pretty poor. Or the thing was, like, there's nothing wrong. Even if you have a month of bad footy, you know, it happens, man. I don't remember him being good once. I don't remember him being horrible either, but I don't remember him seeing a single game where I was like, man, like, Chad was still got it. Got to be better, man. He was. That's why a lot of people are putting Cowboys right up the top for their thing, and I can't do it for two reasons. One, they just haven't been good enough away from home, and the other one's Townsend. I just feel like the top, however many teams have that number seven's just Cleary. You know, you got your Reynolds. You know, I just don't know if he's got that in him anymore. But we'll have to see, man. Happy to be proven wrong. I like old Chad. McLean, Robson, Tomalolo, Lukey, Nanite, Cotter. Love that. And my boy Granville. My boy Jake Granville still kicking around. I remember seeing him at Wynnum Manny Seagulls. He took my boy's spot in at hooker. My mate never got a run again. Until the Cowboys signed him. Jesus Christ. Griffin Neem, Finney Fecky, he was good. And how do you say that? McIntyre? Is that how you say it? Is that an L or an I? McIntyre? It would be an I, wouldn't it? McIntyre. There you go. Not a huge fan of the bench. Love the forwards. And really like the backs too. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one, man. Like, I'm tipping Cowboys, but I feel like I'm not writing the Dolphins off. Like I said, I genuinely think every outsider has a real good shot to win. This is the thing about the Cowboys for me. When they're like a dog. Like, if you let them get on top of you, you're done 13 plus for sure. It's almost impossible to wrestle back momentum from them. They just keep rolling, and Scott Drinkwater's ball playing is just so good, man. It's so damn good, and it's just if he gets on top, if Scott Drinkwater gets his back up and he's going good and these forwards are rolling, like, you're done. But I've sort of seen him panic too. He's not like not that it's his job to game manage, but like I said, the Cowboys get punched in the mouth. I mean, we saw what happened against the Tigers. Like, a perfect example, Tigers, they played them twice. They lost by 60, then won by 70. Like, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? Or something like that. It was like 54 something and then 70. So like, it was literally... those games weren't even that far apart. It's not like it was round 1 and round 26. The games were only 4 or 5 weeks apart. Tigers got on top, just rolled through them. And then Cowboys got on top of them the next one, just motored, unstoppable. It was like playing zero defense. It was crazy. So that's what I feel like the Cowboys were. They can't do that this year. They have to be better. They have to be able to... They're not good enough to just, like... The Broncos sort of never got in trouble last year. Like, I'm talking like towards the end of the year. Obviously, they lost a few games at the start, but they never really got put in trouble. But when they did, they fought it. We even saw in the grand final, they fought out of it. You know what I mean? We saw them lose first halves and win second halves. I just didn't feel that from the Cowboys. I felt like you sort of knew how they were going to win, if they were going to win in the first 15 minutes. So I don't know. We'll have to see. They have to get better at wrestling back momentum because it wasn't great last year. All right, so here we go. Dolphins won 3 of their last 6 derby games against Queensland opposition last season. God damn. Cowboys have won 4 of their past 5 games at Suncorp Stadium. How? They never win away games. How? I'm going to the Cowboys-Broncos game. That's going to be sick. Dolphins winger Jermaine Asako has scored 7 tries in 8 games at Suncorp Stadium. God damn. Scott Drinkwater has scored 9 tries in his past 12 games. That's crazy for a fullback. That is crazy. So my multi for this one, guys, I've got Jermaine Asako for 4 points, Valentine Holmes for 6 points, and I've also got Cowboys -2.5. I do think they should win by more than a try if they're going to win. And I think Jermaine Osako and Val Holmes are both definitely good. This is quite a safe one, guys. So it's only paying $2.40. But yeah, it's I think she's locked. So yeah, there we go, guys. There we go. Right, so let's have a little look through it. So we've gone Knights, we've gone Wars, we've gone Penny, we've gone Para, we've gone Dragons, we've gone Cowboys, and Tigers to get 2 points. Tigers are going to be in the top 8 after the first round. Or, oh no, they won't have a for and against. So they'll be 9th. Cowboys are going to be Tigers are going to be in 9th after the first round. How good. Up the Tigers. Up the Tigers. All right, guys, that's it from me. I've waffled on long enough. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.